Welcome to 805 Focus. I'm Dr. Cynder Sinclair with Nonprofit Connect, and we will be bringing you the latest on your favorite nonprofits. So get ready to be inspired. Our special guest today is Adam McKaig, and Adam is co-founder and president of Adam's Angels. Welcome, Adam.
It's a pleasure to be here, Cynder. Thank you for inviting me.
Gosh, what a story you have. I love your story and I want to hear more. And I know that our audience, our listeners will be thrilled as I am. So let's see. So you're co-founder.
Yes.
With Melissa.
Correct.
You and Melissa started this during the pandemic, is that right?
That's true.
So yeah, how about if you take us at the beginning, your thinking when you were founding it, putting it together.
Okay.
That would be great.
It was interesting, and we didn't plan on having it evolve to where it is now, but we're delighted that we're along for this ride. Melissa and I are not only Santa Barbara natives, we are realtors here. I've been a realtor for over 25 years here, and Melissa not too far behind me, but our job as realtors are to serve. Mm-hmm. We serve our clients, we serve our public, and during the pandemic, our job as realtors were shut down. You can remember that during the pandemic, we had to stay inside. We weren't allowed to go out unless we had a specific reason. Shopping was very, very difficult. The toilet paper, as you remember, was gone.
Oh gosh, everybody was stocking up.
Yeah, and food, the shelves were bare. Immediately, when we were told that we can't do our job, I posted on Facebook that I'd be happy to help shop for those in need, those at risk, the elderly, the shut-ins, because it was so hard. I could pick up medication as well, and it would give us something to do and a way for us to give back and serve. But the response was huge, not only on people needing our service, but people that wanted to serve as well. So it just blossomed. I recall getting some orders for food and medicine, and we'd start out at Costco and Goleta, and then work our way all the way to Oxnard and all the stores in between. And late an evening after buying groceries, we may have filled several orders, and some again, because of the shelves being bare, we weren't able to fill them all. But so that was our days, and it evolved because along the way we saw some homeless people in the park, and I stopped to see if there's anything that they need, and they didn't know anything about the pandemic. All the services that the city provided, all the services that churches provided, stopped. Everybody was kind of in a fend for yourself mode, mm-hmm. and leaving certain parts of our community vulnerable. So we immediately gathered people together. We got hygiene kits. We made letters showing how to stay safe in this pandemic, and we put together sanitizer, soap, and along with food and clothing, and it grew from there. It started with just that one Facebook message, and now we've served thousands and thousands of people.
Wow. So here in our community during the pandemic, everyone was closed in, not really knowing what to do, but withdrawing into themselves and their tiny little world. And you, on the other hand, said, I'm going to expand my world because I see people need some kind of help. What can I do? And you just rushed in and took care of it.
Yeah. Well, along with hundreds of other wonderful volunteers, we did just that. And again, it was a scary time. We didn't know what this COVID was all about, and we were frightened, but we are more concerned about those vulnerable that they needed help. And we thought that this would last maybe a couple of weeks and we'd be back to our normal lives, yet that didn't happen, did it?
Oh, no, it did not happen.
Yeah.
Wow. That is so commendable for you to look around in your community that you know so well. As a realtor, you're used to looking around and seeing what people need and responding to that. But now everything is different. Everything has shifted, and you're still doing what comes naturally to you, looking around to see what the needs are, and then you respond to that in such a beautiful way and draw a bunch of other people together with you.
Yes, it's nice to inspire others to just help your neighbor. We are neighbors helping neighbors. It's just very, very simple. Just helping those in need. Bottom line.
But it takes somebody to get it going, spearhead that, and that's just what you did.
Yeah. I'm glad to be a part of it. It's a lot of fun.
Gosh.
Monday nights we put together non-perishable bags of food, which we then distribute throughout the week to various locations along with our partners, Doctors Without Walls.
Okay.
And they're a great organization. They help out those with problems that don't necessarily have the financial ability to get medical attention. They're being treated out where they live, and Care for Paws, again, helping those our little four-legged furry friends that need help, and Showers of Blessing, which is just wonderful.
Yeah. That's such a great organization.
Yeah. Oh, they all are, and together we're trying to make a difference and help those in need.
You are making a big difference.
Yeah.
So the work is ongoing.
Yes, and it's evolving because there are different needs. We help clothe people, and it's not all just homeless. There are elderly on fixed incomes that are so proud that they don't want to admit that they're hungry. They don't have the monies to get all the food, so we're able to help in that regard as well. We've been getting eye exams and glasses for those that can't afford it otherwise. We've given away some cars.
Really?
And, that's pretty heartwarming and beautiful. We have, being a realtor, we have people that are downsizing, upsizing, going to a rest home, and they have furniture, clothes, and even a car. And they donated a beautiful car, and we gave it to a young gal who is a mother of a special needs daughter. She's got bone cancer, and she's been on and off the streets, and no way to get her daughter around, no way to get to a job other than a bus. But we gave her a car with insurance and changed her life, and she is doing amazing today.
Oh,
so,
gosh.
Yeah.
What a story that is.
Yeah. And there's lots of little stories like that we're hearing after the fact, that how we've really helped someone's life for the better.
Okay, tell us another story.
Okay. We were in the park, and we had clothing out for our clients. We have a hygiene station, and everybody gets in line. The men get in line over here, the women over here, and as we were helping our guests, which I like to call them, this pretty gal dressed in a little suit comes up with a box with a bow on it. And I thought, wow, that's nice. She said, "This is for you." I said, "What is this?" She goes, "These are cookies." And she goes, "You may not remember me, but several months back, I was living in the park. You gave me a sleeping bag. You gave me food. You gave me clothing to get a job. And you also gave me some money. And with that, I got a job. I'm a legal secretary, and I'm now doing well. And I wanted to show you that I care. Actually, I just got goosebumps thinking about it. But that, if she hadn't come and told us, we would never have known that we had an impact on her personal life.
Wow. Well, bless her heart for doing that.
Oh, yeah.
I am sure you helped a lot of people who didn't come back and
Correct.
tell you. That is such a great story.
Yeah, and that's why we do this. If we just help one person, it's well worth it.
Golly.
Yeah.
And so you need more volunteers. You can always use more volunteers anyway.
Sure. We have events throughout the year. We have the ongoing food bag. We have clothing drives. We have our events at the Veterans Memorial Building on Christmas and New Year's, and we prepare meals in preparation for 600 guests. And
600.
Yeah. We had 400 pounds of turkey last Thanksgiving, and we have Deckers donated lots of beautiful shoes, jackets, sweats. We have a little store that we set up and give out those gifts of clothing and other things that they could use. And then we have entertainment.
At these events?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have Bobby Montanez, Maitland Ward, who you know, and he's great. Jackson Gillies, who was on American Idol, and other wonderful local talent, Alan Parsons, Kenny Loggins.
Bless his heart.
We have a lot of wonderful community members giving back what they can to enrich and make people's lives a little better.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So everybody coming together with the
Yes.
same desire
Yes.
to help.
Yes. And whatever it is, whether it's giving money, food, clothing, sleeping bags, somebody can make a difference. Even just giving someone a smile, making someone feel like they exist, that you see them and acknowledge them.
Isn't that so important?
Simple, yes.
Simple and powerful.
Very, very.
Yeah.
That's why we do this.
And so there have been a lot of people and organizations that have given recognitions. In fact, you were named a local hero, but there have been a lot of other recognitions along the way. Tell us about some of those.
Yeah. It's nice to be recognized if it can inspire someone. I've got the President's Volunteer Award from Biden. Got an award from 1805 called the Heart of the Community, and I was presented that award from Prince Harry and Meghan, and these are huge honors, but the biggest reward is someone smiling, saying thank you for this meal, thank you for this sleeping bag, thank you.
Yeah. But these awards, don't you think they really help inspire other people and draw other people into your work as volunteers or donors or whatever that might be, and just almost sort of call them up to a higher level of being involved in their community like you and your group? Sure.
And if we can inspire one person or 10 or 1,000, it's wonderful. It'd make our community and this world a much better place if we just help one another.
Right. So you just started little, and now it has grown, and like you say, you didn't anticipate, you didn't expect, you didn't plan for this to become such a large endeavor, but it has.
No.
It's got its own life now.
It does, and again, I'm just along for the ride, and what a ride it is. I've heard we've also inspired other communities to do just a similar model, and it's easy. It's easy. Our good friend Denny, who has been a volunteer since the very beginning, his family is from South America, and they were so inspired what Denny was doing here that they started a group there, and it's grown really, really large. They call it night angels in their language, and they go out at night and help out thousands of people per night, giving soup, haircuts, medical, and stuff that we provide as well.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
And that's another reward for doing this here. So.
Yeah. I'd say you're in the inspiration business.
Well, if that's what it is and it's working, then yeah, that's what we're doing.
And so Adam's Angels is a 501c3.
We are.
Nonprofit organization. A person could go on your website, hit the Donate Now button, and make a tax-deductible donation.
That's true. And they could also go on and see what we're doing and seeing if they want to volunteer. Mm-hmm. There's so many ways to volunteer, and we'd welcome you all to come join us. It's a lot of fun too. Kind-hearted people doing the same thing.
Right.
You'll see that we're not affiliated with any church or political things of that nature, and we're just going together as humans of this community that want to help.
Gosh, that is wonderful. Now, okay, Adam, we have a couple minutes left.
Okay.
What else would you like our listeners, our audience, to know about Adam's Angels?
Well, again, I think we covered it pretty well. We're just neighbors helping neighbors, and if you want to join us, you'll not only feel rewarded and your heart will be full, but you'll also have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, maybe someone has a family member who lives in another town or another state or somewhere, or a friend that lives there, and they want to tell them about this work and hopefully inspire them to do something similar.
Yes, and I could help them with that.
You would help them?
Very simple. It's funny that you mentioned that. I've been approached by family members who have a brother, a son, a daughter that has gone missing and felt that they've gone homeless in this area. They've sent information, and we've been able to contact them and reunite them with family in some cases. So,
wow.
So that's been another reward for what we're doing.
That is great. Oh, gosh. Adam, thank you so much for your incredible work.
Thank you,
for your sweet, loving, generous spirit. And many thanks to all of your team, your wonderful volunteers.
Now that's where this goes. I couldn't do it without them.
Yeah.
They're great. Thank you.
Thanks for being on our show to tell us all about it.
It's a pleasure.
And thank you for joining us on 805 Focus, and we'll see you next time.